All right, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. I want to talk today about President Joe Biden issuing a pardon for his son, Hunter Biden. Headline from Fox News here says Biden pardons son Hunter Biden ahead of exit from Oval Office. Biden previously said he would not pardon his son. President Biden pardoned his son, Hunter Biden, after the first son was convicted in two separate federal cases earlier this year. The announcement was made by the White House on Sunday night. The pardon applies to offenses against the U.S. that Hunter Biden has committed or may have committed from January 1st, 2014 to December 1st, 2024. Today, I signed a pardon for my son, Hunter, Biden wrote in a statement. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision making, and I kept my word even as I watched my son being selectively and unfairly prosecuted. Well, this is Joe Biden's Department of Justice here, right? So he's saying that his own Justice Department was selective and unfair. Hmm, interesting. President went on to claim that his son was, quote, treated differently by prosecutors. Really? Without aggravating factors like use in a crime, multiple purchases, or buying a weapon as a straw purchaser, people are almost never brought to trial on felony charges solely for how they filled out a gun form, Biden added. Those who were late paying their taxes because of serious addictions but paid them back subsequently with interest and penalties are typically given non criminal resolutions. It is clear that Hunter was treated differently. Biden also referenced his son's battle with addiction and blamed raw politics for the unraveling of Hunter's plea deal. There has been an effort to break Hunter, who has been 5.5 years sober, even in the face of unrelenting attacks and selective prosecutions, the 82-year-old father wrote. In trying to break Hunter, they've tried to break me, and there's no reason to believe it will stop here. Enough is enough. I hope Americans will understand why a father and a president would come to this decision, Biden's statement concluded. A court document obtained by Fox News showed that Hunter signed his name on a legal acknowledgement of the pardon. On December 1st, 2024, I received a formally accepted the president's grant of a pardon, the document stated. I declare, under penalty of perjury, under the laws of the United States of America, that the foregoing is true and correct. In a statement on Sunday night, Hunter said that he would never take the clemency his father gave him for granted and that he plans to devote his life to helping those with addiction. I have admitted and taken responsibility for my mistakes during the darkest days of my addiction, mistakes that have been exploited to publicly humiliate and shame me and my family for political sport, the first son wrote. In the throes of addiction, I squandered many opportunities and advantages. In recovery, we can be given the opportunity to make amends where possible and rebuild our lives if we never take for granted the mercy that we have been afforded. Hunter Biden, 54, has had a busy year in court, kicking off his first trial in Delaware in June when he faced 3 felony firearm offenses before he pleaded guilty in a separate felony tax case in September. So, I mean, I thought this was interesting, although not surprising. Not surprising if you've been paying attention. And I notice here how they try to divert, they try to deflect about Hunter being targeted. Well, he wasn't targeted. He certainly wasn't targeted by the Justice Department that his father oversees. Okay, and then they, of course, play the addiction card when this pardon dates back to January 1st, 2014. Okay, which is when Joe Biden was still the sitting vice president at that time. Okay, and of course, we all know that there's a lot of shady deals and corruption and political trade-offs, so to speak, that happened during that time that have nothing to do with Hunter Biden's addiction. So that's all a smokescreen. That's all a smokescreen. That's all a diversion. It's a tactic that they're using right at the tail end of Joe Biden's presidency, and this is going to end up helping him in the long run by pardoning Hunter for crimes that were committed on Joe Biden's behalf for money, for political access. So this should not surprise anybody if you've been paying attention. Democrats have been saying for the last God knows how long. Well, nobody's above the law. Well, apparently Hunter Biden's above the law. So pays to be connected, I guess, right? So in any case, that's what I think. Let me know what you all think. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.